Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rasslin and Racin this week. Unfortunately, due to a lot of scheduling conflicts, me and Brandon was not able to have it this week together. So we'll be trying to get back next week, but I want to go over a little bit of Crown Jewel results. Also want to go over a little bit of NASCAR. Of course, that happened this past weekend. So we're going to go right to it. And this past week in NASCAR, we had some crazy stuff happen. There, of course, it was at Martinsville, and there's been some appeals going on. People are saying that, of course, the 2311 race team is not going to appeal, is what I'm being told, or what I can find out. So it's going to be, I don't know, this whole NASCAR thing is kind of drive me crazy with how they're doing stuff right now. So, but let's go ahead and get the points up. Ryan Blaney right now is in first place, followed by Joey Logano and Tyler Reddick. Those three are in at Phoenix. The fourth person, from what I understand, is going to, I think, going to be William Byram. That's right, William Byram gets in. He's down two. So those four will be your four contenders at Phoenix this next weekend. Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and William Byram. Byron had won the race at Martinsville, but apparently there were some penalties. There were some others that's going to hear their penalties on Thursday. So I guess we'll find out everything about what happens at Martinsville on Thursday after the appeals are done. But that's where we're at as far as your championship for Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and William Byram. Those will be the four guys that will be in the race for the championship. So we wish all four of those. Of course, me and Ref Brandon had picked Tyler Reddick at the start of the year. We're sticking to it. Right now, he's considered third, but they're, as far as the points, it's whoever places where on the track. So that's how NASCAR does it. So whoever comes in ahead of the other three, that's who your next NASCAR champion is. So we wish all four guys, except for Joey Logano. No, I'm joking. Everybody knows how I feel about Joey. But we wish all four guys good luck this coming weekend, and good luck to all the racers. May they have a safe race and a good race. That's what we'd like to see as far as that goes. All right, this past weekend was Crown Jewel over in Saudi Arabia. I was able to watch this match, and it was a great pay-per-view. WWE has really stepped up their pay-per-views. There was a couple things that I saw I didn't really care for, but what pay-per-view have we not had a small issue in some sort of way? It starts off with the Bloodline versus the OTC Bloodline, and this match, it seemed like Jay and Roman just were not on the same page, even though at the end they got there. But at the end of the day, it was the new Bloodline by Solo Sikoa getting the win. And then it got crazy. They was trying to destroy both the Usos and Roman Reigns. Out comes Sami Zayn. That's right, one of the, quote, Us. And he came down, made the save, and went to hit Sikoa, but Roman Reigns was coming to do the Superman punch. Sikoa moved, and Zayn ended up giving the knee to Roman. So there at the end, Jay was trying to get between Jimmy and Zayn because Jimmy thought Zayn did it on purpose. Zayn said he can't do this no more, that he was just there to help out. And of course, they ended up going to Monday Night Raw. We won't go over Raw today. I didn't get a chance to watch that. So, but anyway, the whole thing was just that those guys were not able to get the win. All right, the next matchup would be the WWE Crown Jewel Championship match between Liv Morgan and, of course, our women's champion over on SmackDown. They had a great match. I tell you what. Give me just a second here. I'm zooming through here what I have. Liv Morgan was able to win the championship match against Nia Jax. That was my fault. Apologize for that. And was able to celebrate in the ring. Triple H gave her the title. Now, these Crown Jewel titles were handed to them to be able to take pictures of in the ring, but will be kept at the WWE Experience at Saudi Arabia. They instead will be given a ring that they'll be able to wear wherever they go. So I don't understand that one, but that's neither here nor there. But Liv Morgan did get the win in that match. Next up, we had a fatal four-way tag match for the WWE Tag Team Champions. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair versus Carly Singh and Io Sky, which, then they've been a duo for quite a while now. Lash Legend and Jakura Jackson, they're a new team. I actually thought they was going to win. And Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, they was kind of thrown in there. They were a wild card, but no one really thought they was going to win the match. Of course, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair actually won the match, was able to get out of there with the win. So they was able to keep those tag team titles. I actually thought this was going to be the start of their breakup, but I was wrong. All right, the next matchup, of course, was Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. This match was just a knock 'em down, or as JR would say, a real slobber knocker. When it came right down to it, Bronson Reed was not able to get the win. Rollins did several big stomps and got the win in a brutal contest. So Seth Rollins gets his revenge on Bronson Reed. Of course, what I understand, Reed also got his revenge on Seth Rollins, cost him the #1 contenders match at Raw. All right, from there we went to our RKO match, or that's what I call it. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, and Owens delivered the stunner and to the referee, and even the Monday Night Raw's Adam Pearce. This match was just it was carnage everywhere. They went into the crowd. It's like the match ended with like it never happened. I don't understand it. I don't know why they would end it that way, but this was the one thing on the card that I thought was really stupid. So I understand they're trying to get things to create the storyline to make it go further, but honestly, I thought it was one of the dumbest endings the way it happened. But they don't hire me to be a writer, so we'll see how it goes. Next up was the triple threat match for the United States Championship. LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. This match I actually loved. I think all three of these performers gave a great in-ring performance. And, of course, it was Andrade and Hayes tried to end the match against each other. And the champion found a crack. LA Knight perfectly executed his BFT on Hayes. That also got Andrade, and he pinned Hayes to retain the title. So LA Knight was able to keep the title. I thought that for sure Andrade was going to be the champion on. I think Rep Brandon felt the same way, but it didn't happen. So kudos to LA Knight, as they are really doing him justice for all the times that he could have been pushed a lot harder. He was not pinned, and therefore are the other guys pinning each other, so he loses his title. He kept his title, retained it. Good luck to LA Knight and SmackDown. All right, and then we came to our final match of the night. We're talking about the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Of course, Brandon picked Cody Rhodes. I picked Gunther, which I thought Gunther was going to have it, and Brandon's been a Gunther fan and thought for sure it was Cody. When it all came down to the end, Cody Rhodes is your new champion as far as the Crown Jewel Championship. He was able to get the win over Gunther. So Gunther, even at the end, shook his hand. And then Triple H and, of course, the group that sponsors the actual thing came into the ring, and they presented him the title, took pictures with their wives and all. Cody did. So I tell you what, it was something to really watch. It was something that um, I don't know. I gave it a B plus. I think it was right on the edge of an A. Just two matches caused, the Kevin Owens Randy Orton match. I thought could have ended differently, and then of course the women's tag match was a little bit of everywhere. So those two matches really drug it down. Liv Morgan and Nia Jax actually did a pretty good job, all things considering. I didn't think Morgan was going to win it, but of course they're still trying to build her and Dom up. So, this has been your Rasslin and Racing podcast. We want to thank, of course, our sponsors, Ardensburg and Grill in Central South Carolina. Make sure you go by and see Donnie and Angie. We appreciate everything they do. As you can see, we're at the Ardensburg and Grill Studios, which is my room, or I should say my game room. And we want to thank them for all they do. We want to thank Hyundai of Anderson. Use code HOA24. That's HOA24. And you will get a great deal over at Hyundai of Anderson and get a special gift. So when you buy your car, tell them that you're using code HOA24. They will give you a special deal and give you a chance to get a special gift. And when I say give you a chance, it's just make a couple scans and you're done. That's right. A couple scans and you're done. You get to pick some gifts that we have there at Hyundai of Anderson. Thank Herschel and everybody over there at Hyundai of Anderson. Also want to thank Pepsi Cola. We want to thank Upstate Physical Therapy in Anderson, South Carolina. Super Cloud Photography. The Point RV at Lake Hartwell. Love everything they do for us. Looking forward to being down there more. Starting the first of the year, I'll be moving out there. I love it so much. Point RV at Lake Hartwell. Make sure you go by there. This has been Rasslin Racing Podcast, and hopefully we'll have Ref Brandon back next Monday. Thank you for watching.